Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests of Cafe Mustache, it's your host, Sam Saulsbury! Folks, welcome to Luxury Hour. Give a round of applause for yourselves. Yeah! For those of you who don't know, Luxury Hour is a free comedy show we do here every month, where every month I fight the mic stand. Keep it going for your bartender, Ralph.
He's here every week. He is wonderful.
What we have is we have a number of esteemed comedians from around Chicago who happen to be wonderful people, and a couple other things that are going to happen that you're going to find out about. So let's get started. Are you guys ready to get started? Yeah. I'm an easily stressed out person, which is a very original thing for a comedian to be. I struggle with events. I want to do a quick poll of the room before we get started. Would you guys clap for me if you have been to a music festival, are thinking of going to a music festival, or are going to a music festival? You can do that now. Cool. I'm very grateful for you people who clapped, because if you didn't go, I would have to go. And this might sound kind of extreme, but I would rather go to jail. Because at least in jail, everyone agrees that it's a stressful experience. Like, to me, a music festival is just if you took all the people who intimidate me the most in the world and you put them in a field, and then you just brought the concept of shirtlessness into the picture. Just like a total nightmare. Also, and I don't know if this resonates, every time I've been invited to a music festival, it just feels like my hottest friends trying to gaslight me into believing that the thing they're describing sounds fun. Like, it always sounds exactly the same. It's just like my coolest, hottest friend being like, Sam, are you coming with us to see DJ Horsepain tomorrow? Oh, it's gonna be such a good time. It's at 6 a.m., it's $1,100. He's gonna play us the audio of the Challenger explosion on his iPhone. And then afterwards, he's gonna take us to see a beached whale, and we get to watch it die. So it's kind of, you get your picture taken there. It's like a photo experience. Like that joke does imply, I am kind of insecure about my body, which is just weird because I don't really have any distinguishing features or characteristics to speak of. I feel like I just look like a video game character that someone forgot to customize. Like, every time I'm walking around Chicago, I'm just waiting for the main character of Grand Theft Auto to shove me, so I can be like, hey! And then just get right back to walking to nowhere from sunrise to sunset. I do know I'm bad at fighting, believe it or not. I know that might come as a surprise to some of you. I'm terrible at fighting. It's just a train wreck. I feel like I'm so bad at fighting that if I fought a baby, I do think I would win, but I think that people would let the fight happen. Like, I feel like there would be a referee and be like, all right, Sam, baby, let's have a good, clean fight. And then we both last 10 rounds and I'd win in a split decision. And I know that I'm a bad fighter because in middle school, I got in the only fight in class that I've ever gotten in, and no one noticed. Do you know how bad at fighting you have to be for middle schoolers to not notice your fight? Watching fights is like all middle schoolers have. Middle schoolers are just these weird, horny little WWE fight promoters who are just like walking around waiting for someone to be like, I don't really like her hat. To be like, then take it to the ring and let blood decide. Sunday at 7, a true champion is crowned. And you're like, are you getting a percentage on this fight? You're 13. People take me for a rube because I look like this. So I get a lot of people trying to con me. I started living alone this year for the first time, which was great because I got to deal with my favorite people in the world, which are Chicago landlords. Chicago landlords are the greatest people because they will try to sell you on things about an apartment that are not amenities and are sometimes just straight up flaws. I'll give an example. I was looking at this one apartment, not a good apartment, like 300 square feet, total hunk of junk. And at the end of the tour, me and the landlord were standing out front, and he said to me, and if that's not enough for you, you're also down the street from the Blue Man Group. Like, I was gonna be like, oh. Well, thank God. Because up until now, I've just been commuting every day, so this is gonna save me thousands of dollars. This might be a little indicative to you people about who I am as a person. That is the apartment I went with, and I do live there now, so that shit worked. And now, as someone who has lived next to the Blue Man Group for the greater part of a year, I feel pretty confident in saying I did not know that the Blue Man Group is scary. They're fucking terrifying because you're used to seeing them at a show where you paid and you're expecting to see the Blue Man Group, but I see them outside at night when I'm not expecting to. It's a nightmare. What I've learned from living next to the Blue Man Group is this. The scariness of the Blue Man Group is inversely correlated to the number of blue men you are seeing at a given time. I will explain. 3 blue men, you're at a Blue Man Group show. That's not scary. That's kind of fun. You're probably in 8th grader if the line out front is any indicator. 2 blue men, you're at a Blue Man Group show, but where's that 3rd blue man? That's a wild card blue man. That's pretty scary in and of itself. But 1 blue man, alone, outside, at nighttime, is terrifying because that is a blue man on his own time. If he did something to you, he wouldn't even get in trouble. Because how are you going to identify him? It was a blue one, that's diplomatic immunity to them. That shit don't work out. Which is my catchphrase. I'm printing t-shirts. That shit don't work out. The blue men. Folks, are you ready to get the show started? Is that a thing? Is that something you're amped for? I think we could do a little better than that. Our comedians are incredible. I'm such a big fan of them. Folks, are you ready to get the show started? Oh man, that's so much better. You guys are too delightful. I think we're gonna have a great time. Your first comedian is a wonderful friend and a wonderful person. She's so funny. You can see her at the Laugh Factory every month. It's Maddie Weiner.
Oh, hey everybody, how's it going? Are we good? Hell yeah. Any newly single people here?